Hi guys, this is Shakil Ahmed and today's tutorial we learn how to describe a variable on continuous scale and how to check for normality and how to see the outliers in a data. So we use the option of explore data for all these purposes. You can uh, check the normality or outlier from other options as well, but we go to the option of explore data for all these purposes. So go to descriptive statistics and then explore. The two variables on continuous scale or ratio scale have already dropped to the list of dependent variables. So student score in subject A and student score in subject B. So just go to the option of statistics. You will tick on descriptive statistics for all descriptive statistics and tick on outlier for obtaining data outlier, then click on continue and then go to the option of plots. You can find factor level together. For box plot means if there are two factor or there are two or more level of a factor, then you will find the box plots for each level of the factor. We can also do this by setting the factor variable as gender in the factor variable list. Clicking on stem and leaf, unchecking on stem and leaf and finding histogram and normality plots, and then click on continue, then click on OK. You will see the results. This is case processing summary, means we have total 10 observations, 6 female and 4 male, and for student score in subject B we have same data. Then go to the descriptives. You will see the mean and standard error. uh, in both in these both values are used in most of the publication. You will see as 59.3 plus minus 4.24 or 59.3 plus minus 2 into 4.24, as 2 is the value of z or t, and these are obtained by this method as I already described. 59 plus minus 4.24 or 59.33 plus minus 1.964.24 obtained, and these two values. This is lower confidence interval or lower confidence limit, and this is upper confidence limit. And this is the value of mean after trimming 5% observation from both int after arranging the data in ascending order or descending order, and this is the median, and this is standard deviation, minimum, maximum, and the range and interquartile range, and kurtosis and skewness of the data. uh, these descriptive statistics are uh, found for female and male both levels of the factor, gender. Similarly, students score in subject B is also found for female and male separately. Now the extreme values for the factor female and males are also obtained. These are the highest extreme values, and these are the lowest extreme values for females, and these are the highest values for males, and these are the lowest values from female. Means four values in the group of males are arranged from the lowest and arranged from the highest in these two categories. In this way you can check for any outlier in your data series. This is the test of normality, Kolmogorov-Smirnov test and Shapiro-Wilk test. Both tests are uh, not insignificant for student score in subject A and significant for student score in subject B. It means student score in subject A is normal and student score in subject B is not normal, as our hypothesis in both of the test is the data is normal. This is our null hypothesis. If we accept this null hypothesis, means the p value suggests that the null hypothesis is accepted, then it means that the data is normal. If the p value suggests that the data is not normal, showing the insignificant or significant p value, then we say that the data is not normal. The frequency score in subject A for female, this shows somehow normal form, and this is student score in subject A for male, and this is QQ plot. The QQ plot, the points closest to the 45-degree line suggest that the data is normal. If these values are deviated from the 45-degree line, then we say that the data is not normal. This also suggests that the data is approximately normal. And the box plot is obtained for both male and female separately. This is for male and this is for female. You can see that the data for the student score in subject A for male is approximately normal, while it is positively skewed for females. This is student score in subject B for male, and this is QQ plot for female, and this is QQ plot for male. Similarly, we obtained the box plot for gender of student as for subject B. This box plot suggests that for female there is an outlier at the case number 2, so the outlier is shown as steric. So we found one outlier in our series of student score in subject B for female. So these all about descriptive statistics for a continuous variable, and test of normality for a continuous variable, and checking for outlier for a continuous variable. In next lecture we will learn how to apply a test of association for two qualitative variable, and then we can also check for the test of association for a continuous variable using correlation coefficient. So that's all about today. Don't forget to subscribe my channel for more videos on statistical analysis using SPSS. See you in next tutorial. Thank you.